Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to continue with my condolence on on the terrorist attack of New Zealand that claimed the lives of Muslims. May the Almighty Allah accept their martyrdom. The last time I stopped at where I was making a point with regard to the people of Najran, that is Yemen, where the pagan monarch sent his arch magician to train a young man in the art of sorcery and magic. And the young man came across a monk that converted him to the true religion, that is the religion of Jesus Christ as at that time. And the young man complained to the monk that whenever he went home, he used to be punished by his parents, that he was late. Whenever he arrived at the chief magician, the chief magician would equally punish him for being late. So he asked him to devise a way of avoiding such kind of punishment by claiming that, by telling the arch magician that his parents withheld him. And whenever he went home, he should tell his parents that he was held by the chief magician. And it went on very well. And as at the time, the Almighty Allah intended to use that young boy to spread the true faith of Christianity. As at that time, he used him. That is, he went about healing lepers, restoring the sight of blind men. I did send to one of the relatives of the king. He converted him on the condition that he will convert him to the true religion, the religion of Jesus Christ, and he did. And when the king saw his relative with his sight back, he asked him, "How did you regain your sight?" He said, "Well, it is my Lord that restored my sight to me." He said, "Do you have any other Lord?" So of course, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the creator of everything. So the king ordered his arrest, and he was arrested and punished. He was punished to the extent that he showed the young man, because the young man, as we discussed in our earlier episode, warned him that whenever you are caught, please do not point at me. Or rather, he begged him that he shouldn't point at him, and he did, out of the severity of the punishment. So he did point at him. The young man was caught up and was being punished to the extent that he too, in his turn, had to show the chief magician, the monk. When the monk was brought before the king ordered him to be cut into pieces, and he was killed in that brutal manner. And the relative of the king was also being punished, persecuted, for him to denounce his faith, but he refused. He stood firm on his faith, and he too was killed. Then remained only the young man. The young man, the king did all he could to, that is in terms of punishment, threat, and everything, so as to get him back to the creed of idolatry, so as to denounce his true faith. The young man refused, and he stood firm, and he tried to kill him, but he failed. And it was a common knowledge in the entire empire that the king attempted to kill the young man, but he failed. And it will become a common knowledge. Everybody knew that that young man was miraculously saved, that the king did all he could to kill him, but he failed. So the young man was going about, because there was a time he ordered him to be taken by his guards and put in a, they should take him along in a ship, and they would throw him in the midst of the sea. And they got drawn. He was miraculously saved by the Almighty, and he came back. and he ordered him to be burned, and those who went with him got killed, and he came back safely. So when it became obvious that he couldn't deal with that young man, the young man went to him and said, "Do you want to kill me? Do you want to get rid of me?" He asked the monarch. The monarch said, "Of course, yes, you know that I want to get rid of you." He said, "Well, I can show you how to do that." So how? I want you to gather everybody, whole and solely, everybody in your empire, the big square, and get me hung on a tree. Then you should point at me your arrow and read this: Bismillahi Rabbil Gulam. In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy. That's how the boy taught the emperor how to destroy him. If you want to destroy me, this is the only way to do that. Gather everybody together at a big square, then you should hang me on a tree, and shoot your arrow pointing at me. Before you shoot the arrow, pronounce this aloud. Let everybody hear. Bismillahi Rabbil Gulam. In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy. And the king accepted this suggestion, and he gathered everybody together at a big square, and the boy was hung on a tree, and he pointed the arrow at him and pronounced these words aloud: Bismillahi Rabbil Gulam, meaning in the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy. Then he shot the boy. The boy said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Then he got killed. Then from there and then, the whole people of the Najran, of the entire kingdom, shouted that, "Oh, that means that only the Lord of the boy can kill him, because our monarch tried all he could to kill him, but he failed. But when he pronounced the name of the Lord of the boy was killed. That means only the Lord that brought the boy into this world would be able to take him out of the world." We can see clearly that the Lord of the boy is the true Lord. The God of that boy is the true God. So that drove them entirely to convert to the true religion, to the faith of Islam. That is the religion of Jesus Christ. And the king was left with nobody except his guards. All the people of the empire converted. You see the effect of unjust and unmerited attack? When he attacked that boy and he failed, because the Almighty Allah wanted to use the boy to spread the true faith. That is why the boy suggested to him to kill him by pronouncing the name of Allah, and he did. And that was how the entire Najran was converted to Christianity in those days. And the king ordered that a big inch be constructed, a very big hole full of fire should be constructed. When it was constructed, he ordered them to be thrown into the fire, all of them except those who denounce their faith and revert to their creed of idolatry. And that's how they kept being thrown into the fire, up to the point when they came across a young woman with her infant on her back. When she was asked whether to denounce her faith or be thrown into the fire, she was hesitant because of her concern for her infant on her back. Miraculously, that baby in a cradle cried out, "Mommy, what are you waiting for? Let's go into the fire. Don't ever denounce your faith." That's how the mother and the baby were all thrown into the fire. That boy was one of the four baby boys who spoke in the cradle. That boy, the friend of Georgish, then the friend of Joseph, Prophet Joseph, then Jesus Christ, peace be upon them all. So that is how it all happened. And they were thrown to the fire. On this account, the chapter in the Holy Quran, the chapter Surah Al-Buruj was revealed to console the people of Mecca for the persecution they were undergoing as at that moment, because to show them that they are not the first Muslim community to suffer, they were not the first Muslim community to have suffered persecution. Generations before them did suffer the same fate for being true believers. And that's how the chapter was revealed. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والسماء ذات البروج واليوم الموعود وشاهد ومشهود قتل أصحاب الأخدود النار ذات الوقود إذ هم عليها وقودهم على ما يفعلون بالمؤمنين شهود وما نقموا منهم إلا أن يؤمنوا بالله العزيز الحميد الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء, up to the end of the chapter. So because of the time factor we have to stop here. When we come back, inshallah, if there is there is more explanation on this point, we'll continue. And when we exhaust the point, if there is any explanation on this topic, we'll continue. When you exhaust the topic, then we get on another topic, inshallah. But for now, sallallahu wasallam wa baraka ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum.